In this video, we take a 58-mile ride from Fayetteville all the way to Loch 20 in Marcy. We soak in the brilliant turquoise waters of Green Lake State Park, roll into Canastota and Rome, and drive into history at two legendary Revolutionary War sites, Fort Stanwix and the Oriskany Battlefield. And to top it all off, we wrap up the day at camp with a surprise birthday celebration for Greg. Our campsite was a bit crowded, but we made it work. Technically, we should have reserved 2 tent sites, but the park staff was kind enough to let us slide this time. So we woke up to our coolest morning yet, 53 degrees, but it was good sleeping last night. This is a really nice park, state park. The bathroom facilities are awesome, the showers, everything's nice and clean. Since we were already in the area, the group decided to check out the Green Lakes before heading east on the trail. These two remarkable glacial lakes, Round Lake and Green Lake, are surrounded by upland forests and are among the few meromictic lakes in the world. In most lakes, the surface and bottom waters mix in spring and fall, circulating nutrients and oxygen. But in meromictic lakes, the deep water remains completely isolated. The separation creates distinct layers that can preserve centuries, even a millennia, of undisturbed sediment, offering a rare window into ancient plant and animal life. Because the lakes are so sensitive, outside/private boats, kayaks, and canoes aren't allowed, but seasonal rentals are available. After soaking in the incredible scenery, we returned to the Erie Canalway Trail. By then it was nearly 10 a.m. and our ride east was finally underway. The Chittenago Creek Aqueduct was built as part of the enlarged Erie Canal and completed in 1856. This 3-span structure stretches 76 feet across Chittenago Creek. Just a short distance away, within the Erie Canal State Historic Park, is the Chittenago Landing Canal Boat Museum. The dry dock here, built in 1855, played a critical role during the canal's busiest years. Craftsmen constructed and repaired the 96-foot cargo canal boats that once carried grain, lumber, coal, and produce from the western frontier to eastern markets. The museum shares the story of these boats, the restored dry docks, and the lives of the people who kept the canal economy moving. Dry docks like this operated year-round, handling quick repairs during the shipping season and tackling major overhauls in the winter when the canal was drained and the boats were laid up. The museum is normally open Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 4, but unfortunately for us, we arrived on a Monday. We were fortunate to meet Anne in Chittenago, where she shared inspiring stories from her incredible journey biking across the U.S. We haven't talked much about DeWitt Clinton in this series, but he was one of the most influential political figures in early New York history. As a seasoned statesman, he served as both mayor of New York City and governor of New York. Clinton is best known for the driving force behind the construction of the original Erie Canal. At the time, critics mocked the project as Clinton's Ditch, or Clinton's Folly, convinced it would be an expensive failure. But history proved them wrong. The canal became an enormous success, revolutionizing commerce, accelerating westward expansion, and cementing New York City's position as the nation's premier port. We met Marty on the trail, a local who recommended we stop at Zem's Ice Cream Shop, a hometown favorite known for its excellent treats. As we rode down Canal Street and explored the downtown, it's easy to see how business districts like Canastota's grew up to serve the constant flow of travelers along the Erie Canal. The Canastota Town Museum, featuring 2 floors of Erie Canal and local history, is open Wednesday through Saturday. Unfortunately for us, we rolled through on a day it was closed, so it became yet another missed opportunity. We still enjoyed wandering through the historic town and made a quick stop at a local convenience store for snacks and drinks before heading over to Zem's for some ice cream.
We're rolling out of Canasta. 71 degrees, it's a beautiful day for biking.
In Duhamville, we followed a short construction detour around the Oneida Creek Aqueduct. While the others stopped at a roadside farm stand to buy eggs, Tom took a moment to top off the air in both my tires and his. The trail left the enlarged Erie Canal at Lock Road, and before long we reached Lock 21 on the modern barge canal. Lock 21 and its sister Lock 22, just to the west, are the final two locks before the barge canal enters the 21-mile stretch across Oneida Lake. Crossing the lake was no easy task. Its shallow depths and potential for sudden gales often created large and dangerous waves that could strand or even sink barges. We followed the barge canal east for about 2 miles before reconnecting with the enlarged Erie Canal towpath. Along the way, we paused to watch a group of turtles sunning themselves on fallen logs above the algae-filled waters of the old canal.
I got stung by a bee or something. I couldn't see it.
Oh. There.
Just before reaching downtown Rome, we passed the Erie Canal Village, which now appears to be permanently closed. This spot marks a major milestone. On July 4, 1817, construction began here on the first 15 miles of the original Erie Canal, running from Rome to Utica. Early builders faced thick forest along the route. Cutting the trees was easy, removing the stumps wasn't. Their solution was an ingenious stump puller. 2 large wheels on an axle with a smaller fixed wheel in the center. The chain wrapped around the axle attached to the stump, and a rope from the center of the wheel hitched to a team of oxen. When the oxen pulled, the torque ripped the stumps from the ground. Soil was then shoveled into wheelbarrows and dumped into mule-drawn carts. With simple tools and teams of oxen, horses, and mules, a 3-man crew could build about a mile of canal in a year. We pulled into Arizona Taco around 3:45 p.m. for a late lunch. Our bellies full, we headed to Fort Stanwix National Monument. Having researched this one, I knew it would be closed the day we arrived. Nonetheless, it was interesting to ride around the fort. For thousands of years, the trail between the Mohawk River and the Wood Creek connected the Atlantic to Lake Ontario, a vital corridor through Oneida territory for trade, travel, and the exchange of ideas. When Europeans arrived, this ancient path became known as the Oneida Carrying Place, and it quickly emerged as a strategic choke point in the fight for control of the Mohawk Valley and the homelands of the Six Nations. At the center of this struggle stood Fort Stanwix, famously known as the fort that never surrendered.
Hello, fellow bikepackers.
Yeah, we're just catching up on your guys' itinerary.
I saw Tom slow down.
After leaving Rome, we met a couple of bikepackers who were pedaling from Syracuse to Albany with plans to ride to New York City the next day. We enjoyed chatting with them and wished them good luck at our turnoff for Oriskany Battlefield. On August 7th, 1777, about 800 militia and Oneida allies under General Nicholas Herkimer were ambushed near this site by a contingent of Loyalists, Mohawk, and Seneca allies. The bloody battle was fiercely contested on both sides, and after sustaining significant casualties and meeting stubborn resistance, the British forces withdrew. General Herkimer suffered a severe leg wound that led to his death 10 days later. As this placard explains, Fort Stanwix and the Battle of Oriskany played a pivotal role in thwarting the British strategy to isolate New York and New England from the other colonies by seizing Albany and controlling the Hudson River. The engagements here and at Fort Stanwix contributed to the retreat of St. Leger's forces and helped pave the way for the decisive American victory at Saratoga, which in turn encouraged France to enter the war and support the colonists. We returned to the trail about 6:30 p.m., followed by a quick pit stop at Cliffs Market.
Making our way into camp now. Lock number 20. Another great day. Temperatures never got out of the 70s, so it was a beautiful day. It's actually a little chilly right now, so I'm loving it. Tomorrow's the big day. We do about 70 miles to Amsterdam, but we get a shower.
By 7:15, we had arrived at Lock 20 in Marcy and set up camp. With the help of DoorDash, Deb pulled off a surprise celebration for Greg's 66th birthday.
Oh man.
Did you make a wish?
Join us for the next episode as we ride almost 75 miles from Lock 20 in Marcy to a hotel in Amsterdam. Highlights along the way include a picnic lunch at Herkimer Home State Historic Site and a visit to Schoharie Crossing State Historic Site.